I'm Ashley Martinez. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor. I specialize in sexual trauma and human trafficking. It's mainly my thing. It's what I do when it comes to therapy. I came in contact with Worth Fighting For over about, I would say maybe 4 or 5 years. And when that relationship began, I started doing in-home trauma therapy groups for victims of human trafficking. This agency allows me, a clinician, to go into a house and help people heal, help people have a safe place to start to explore some of the things they've experienced in their life. As a clinician and working with these vulnerable populations of sexual violence and trafficking, there's 2 needs that I notice come across over the years of working with people is long-term needs and the therapeutic component of healing. And those are things that are needed to help individuals become healthy individuals in life in general. But Worth Fighting For partners with me to be able to meet therapeutic needs. But also when I'm talking about long-term needs, I have a specific example that comes to mind. I had a client who escaped her trafficking situation, and she was in active therapy with me for about 6 months and healing and going through things. And she wanted to get back into college. But she had like a late fee. It was like a substantial amount of money, but a lot of agencies weren't able to meet that need for her. So I thought of the one agency that could, and that was Worth Fighting For. I reached out, I told them the need, and within a second, they were ready to bring change into someone's life. And speaking of change, when I think of Worth Fighting For, my literal go-to is game changer, because I really feel when there's needs and when people are willing to bring hope, that's literally worth fighting for. And so partnering with this agency has provided me the opportunity to be my best self as a clinician, but to also bring hope and healing to individuals that have gone through traumatic experiences. When it comes to dealing and helping with people that have been exposed to severe trauma, one of the things I've noticed is my client that we were able to assist and to help, the amount of gratitude she had and to know that she was worth it, because she didn't have family. She didn't have people she could go to say, hey, can you help me meet this financial burden? So the fact that strangers to her didn't even know her really, come alongside of her and help her meet this need. I mean, it was literally like the happiness on her face was something that I could not explain. And as a clinician, to see someone who's gone through such painful things have a moment of joy, of happiness, of hope, was like one of the most priceless things I could have really ever seen. And that's all thanks to Worth Fighting For. So when it comes to Worth Fighting For, I think of 2 things, hope and needs being met. And literally when I have clients, there's a hope there, but then the needs being met is sometimes harder to do, but not when you come to an agency like this. Worth Fighting For is always there. They're willing to help whoever really needs it. And I've seen that firsthand with multiple clients. I mean, even I'm remembering back to a time when I worked with another nonprofit that didn't have the needs for some air conditioning units for teens that had been sexually exploited. They like literally bought like $1,000 air conditioning thing for me to be able to provide therapeutic groups for young teenage girls that were at risk. I mean, I'm talking like, might seem little, but so money goes a long way. And this agency is able to come alongside of me as a clinician, and when I see those needs and be able to provide change. So I go back to that game changer word, because if you're looking to bring healing to someone, if you're looking to partner with anyone to help individuals that have been exploited to trauma, this agency is the one for you. They're here to help, and that's kind of what they do. Within the therapeutic component, I know sometimes there's timelines for someone being healed, and there really isn't. And I think that's where Worth Fighting For comes in. One of their biggest things that I know that they do is individual therapy. They help provide funding, and the in-home therapy that I'm a part of. And that can take from 3 months to 6 months to a year. So if you're looking at the cost of that, that's a substantial cost for an individual who's been going through things. So we need agencies like Worth Fighting For who believe, who partner, and who want to see individuals get healed from their past traumatic experiences. So being a part of this has literally been life-changing for me. I know it's been life-changing for the clients that I work with, but ultimately, like, for reals, Worth Fighting For is a game changer.